But Donald Trump has 27 sexual assault allegations to his name. You're gonna vote for the guy with those on his name? If that's the case, bring back Boom. Bring back Boom then. Well, I mean, academics probably can understand and empathize with Donald Trump because he has his own sexual assaults going on, allegations going on right now. So maybe that's the reason why you feel closer to him. Back at you with another video. Today this video is gonna be a lot more serious because I think it's about time we put our serious hats on and really talk about if DJ Akademiks actually considers himself black or not. And I want to give, I'm lying. This will not be an objective opinion. This is going to be my opinion and my opinion solely. If you do not like it, I completely understand. Leave your discontent in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I am, at this point, if you're a subscriber of the channel, you already know we talked about how academics feels about black Americans in the schooling system and all of this. But I really, really, really want to touch on this topic specifically because this one really, 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 really makes me feel like I don't want to cast I don't want to put words in his mouth. So let's just get into the video.
We have this tweet from DJ Akademiks. He said, Donald Trump getting found guilty on 34 felony counts for paying off his side hoe makes me want to vote for debt, N-word even more, not even gonna lie.
We're going to stop right there. There's going to be a lot of stops in this video. We'll try to keep it relatively short. I genuinely think we can go right back to the Kendrick Lamar Drake diss. Akademiks is compromised. I don't say this solely based off this tweet alone. I say this because if you watched Akademiks' interview with Donald Trump Jr., he does not care about policy. He does not care about black issues. He does not care about whether or not a Trump presidency will be good or bad for the people who actually watch him on stream. And I'm not here to say that he doesn't have the right to vote for whoever he chooses to vote for. What I am here to say is, why is this the reason why you're going to vote for him? I find that interesting. Why is this the reason why you're going to vote for him? Why him getting 34 felony counts the reason why you're going to vote for him? Because if we're just being honest, you wouldn't hire a guy with 34 felonies to work for you. Let's get even more deeper. Donald Trump has 27 sexual assault allegations to his name. You're gonna vote for the guy with those on his name? If that's the case, bring back Boom. Bring back Boom then. Well, I mean, academics probably can understand and empathize with Donald Trump because he has his own sexual assaults going on, allegations going on right now. So maybe that's the reason why you feel closer to him. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. Like, I don't have an issue with academics voting the way he wants to vote. That is his right. I think that is everyone's right. If you're watching me on this channel and you choose to vote for him, I want to ask you this, and to all of the younger black and brown boys, and even the Caucasian ones who agree with what I'm saying. If you think I'm bugging, because you see it in my Republican videos all the time, they call me I'm stuck on the Democratic plantation and I'm a sheep, even though I'm siding on one half of America and you're siding on the other half of America, and we both have large groups of people who agree on each side, but we're sheep and you're not. Cool. Let's just say, hypothetically, I'm a sheep. I want you to do this. If you are black, brown, Caucasian, or whatever color you choose to identify as, do me a favor. When you hear people who look like you say they're voting for Trump, just ask them based off what policy. Do me that favor. Do me that favor. Just say, okay, because this is what I've been having to do in my day-to-day life. You run into, specifically with black men, you run into some black men that are like, nah, I'm just voting for Trump. And then I used to argue back and forth with him. I used to give him the points, and then you realize that these people don't actually want the points. They don't want the points. You know, it's one thing that I hear a lot is, oh, he gave us money. First off, he didn't give us a damn thing. The Democrats fought for that money, and it still wasn't enough money. It still was not enough money. But Trump did not. Listen, if you think Trump gave you a stimulus, you're a bigger fool than I thought. Never mind that. As the bill is going through, he wants to stop checks from going out so he can put his name on them during a pandemic. During a pandemic that disproportionately killed and harmed black people over everyone else. He wants to stop money from flowing in because he wants to put his name on a check. All right, do me a favor. Instead of giving them the facts, just say, okay, cool. You want to vote for Trump? Well, convince me. What should I be looking for? Maybe I'm missing something. And I guarantee you they can't name a policy. If it ain't immigration, if it ain't immigrants, border control, they don't have policy. Trump doesn't have policy. And for me, I'm speaking specifically as a black man. I'm speaking directly to black people. He doesn't have a policy for you either. You know what's so interesting about the Trump thing is that he won't even get on stage and lie to you. That's the craziest part. He won't even get on stage and lie about a policy. Let's think about this. During his last administration, he didn't even recognize black people until the last 3 weeks of his presidency. He didn't mention you at all. And then he came in and said, oh, I got a platinum plan. Man, please, platinum plan up your ass, bro. Honestly, platinum plan these nuts, bro. What are you talking about? This blows my mind because it's not about these two guys being old. It's not about who's the worst candidate at this point. It's about what are we talking about when it comes to what we need as a people. Donald Trump only talks about when he addresses or even pays any attention to black people. It's to say black people like me because I've been indicted, as if blackness and criminality are synonymous. He's not going up on stage and saying, well, black people, this is my plan for you guys. This is what I think we can do. This is what I think should happen. He's not even talking to white people, honestly. And the white people he is talking to, well, we know why we don't agree with them. They blaming the immigrants for everything. As if they forgot it's immigrants who pick all of the fruits and vegetables that you get in your grocery store. It's not them. It's not us. It's the immigrants who come in and just trying to get $1 to survive in a world that has been treating everyone badly. They come to America and work on farms for 14 hours a day in Texas and all of these hot states for crumbs. So that way you can go to Walmart or Trader Joe's or wherever you choose to do your shopping and pick an apple that you didn't have to go pick from a tree yourself. But it's immigrants' fault. It's immigrants' fault. You're talking about a billionaire who had 27 essay assaults to his name, flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 7 times. And the craziest part about that is he had his own plane. He didn't have to fly on this man's plane. He had a plane. I'm going into a rant. Let's just touch on a little bit more of this video.
Well, if that's going to do it for you, I don't care. I appreciate you voting for Donald Trump, and we will accept it.
Translation, you don't understand policy and you're ignorant to everything, but if you're dumb enough to let this be the reason why you're voting for him, cool.
I didn't think that was going to be the principal issue. This guy's got 2 million views already. He posted this at 3 hours ago. 9,300 retweets, 65,000 likes. If the issue that gets people to vote for Donald Trump is that he got convicted on 34 counts for paying off his side hoe.
Allegedly.
I'll take it.
First off, it's not alleged. He went to court. He was found guilty by a jury. This isn't even the first court he was found guilty in. It's not alleged. But once again, you see how they're saying if it was this easy, we could have just, because they know that you're an idiot and you're stupid enough to let this be this isn't policy. This is a man being held accountable for his actions. This is not a policy. I want someone to find me videos of these people in particular being empathetic to the black community about all of the atrocities that black people go through, whether it be policing, discrimination, oppression. I want you to show me a video of them being empathetic or sympathetic to the black plight. These type of people only recognize black people when they're willing to shuck and jive on behalf of their rhetoric. That's the only time. That's the only time black people's voice is ever heard on that side of white media. If I get on this channel right now and keep all of the Republican videos I have up now and then just switch sides and be like, oh, Trump's the greatest, I can guarantee you those same people in the comment section that said I was a plantation worker and I'm on the Democratic plantation, they're gonna be like, you're smart, you know it, you're woke now. Man, please, bro. Yous aren't free thinkers. You're not. Most of us aren't. Most of us aren't free thinkers. But what I think is important is if you believe you are, make sure you use your free thinking and your ability to think critically on issues that matter. There is no issue. The border crisis is not a crisis. Sure, the policy could be better. But once again, when the Democrats tried to come to the table and fix the policy, it was Donald Trump who blocked it. And he said it. I'm not making this. He said it. We blocked that bill. It was a bad bill. I'll do it better when I get in office. Man, please. You think Donald Trump knows a good or a bad bill? Donald Trump won't release his tax records or his college records because he doesn't want people to know that the same system that he thinks is corrupt is the same system that got him through college. Because we know he can't read. We know he can't read. This isn't speculation. That's why he's never on the teleprompter. He cannot read. At least not at an ability to where he needs to read and think and speak fluently.
I'll take it. So when I go out and say, I am concerned about the economy in World War III, and you say, man, they try to lock him up for paying up his side hoe, I'd be like, well, as long as we agree to vote for him,
That proves my earlier point. He's saying, oh, if you're dumb and ignorant enough for this to be the policy issue that you... Imagine if he's looking at academics and saying, oh, if this guy actually took the time to go look into the policy and actually go look at the facts... Look at the facts. I'm not talking about a fake truth on the left or a fake truth on the right. Let's just look at the individual facts. Biden has Trump in most of the sphere of economics from his presidency. Black people feel, I won't say safe, but safer, because if you was black living under the Trump administration, then you know. It felt like at any given time, we didn't know what was going to go on for us. We just felt like, hey, we're thugging it out. But he's basically just saying, oh, if you're dumb enough to not care about policy at all, and this would be your shit, then cool, I'm down for it, as long as you vote for my guy. And you want to know why that's his guy? Because these conservatives aren't real people, honestly. They're not real people. They're not real people. I have to believe at this point, these people, these bots, I believe they're all bots at this point. Because I ain't never seen a party acquiesce to the whim of one man like this since, shit, House Party 1. I ain't never seen nothing like this. You're talking about sheep. I seen Nikki Haley go up on stage and talk all this shit about Donald Trump and then get right in line. Tim Scott, get right in line. Man, please, these people aren't real people and they don't care about policy. What they care about, what they genuinely care about, is they care about being able to control people who don't look like them. Being able to move, deport, tell where to go, tell when to go, tell how to go, to people who don't look like them. And what we're going to see in the Donald Trump administration is we're going to see the weaponization of the Supreme Court. We're already seeing the weaponization of Congress with MTG and her looking like fucking Aaron Rodgers, and we're seeing it with all of these Republican operatives that don't care, really don't have no morals or no principles, honestly. Because we just seen a video of Marjorie Taylor Greene talk about how talking shit about George Floyd in these same people are the ones talking about Shorty who got killed at the Capitol. And if I was a bad spirited person, I would just say, should have complied. Should have just complied. Ain't that what you tell us? Comply. Stop resisting. So you can see, you can be empathetic to one side. You can be empathetic to that woman who should not have lost her life. Because I do not. I care about people. So I don't think the loss of life should ever be taken under almost any circumstances. Whether that's for the left or the right. This is important. But you look at this woman and say, oh, she was shot by a rogue cop. She wasn't doing nothing but exercising her rights. And then you see someone like George Floyd and you say, oh, he wasn't complying, he was on drugs. All of this BS, bro. Like, I cannot believe Akademiks. I cannot believe that Akademiks would even. I can, because these people don't have morals, man. These people don't have principles. Hear me closely. I don't care who you vote for. Just vote with a conscience. Vote in your interest. That's what's important. These people don't have morals. This is crazy to me. This is wild. If you look even slightly into Project 2025, they're talking about separating the federal government in education and making education a state's thing, and how parents should be able to sue schools and be funded in suing schools by the federal government, or schools choose to talk about American history that isn't glorifying American history. Basically, if you go to school and they teach American history, anything outside of George Washington, Columbus, World War I and II, that's it. If you say, hey, did you know that the Civil War was about slavery? That's DEI. We're suing the school. Genuinely. And if you think I'm bugging, go do your research. I'm not wiling here.
Whatever motivates you in the morning, I guess.
Look, nobody likes any sort of justice system, right? Like, if you feel like you might be the victim.
People who do crimes don't like justice systems. The people who do crimes don't like justice systems. What do you? The key word in it is justice. So what are you talking about? I've been through the ringer of the justice system. Been through it. And I stand 10 toes in everything that I do. I don't get up out of my bed to go to jail. But if I do, I'm damn sure gonna go to jail for something I believe in. So if I gotta go sit down, I'm gonna go sit down for something I believe in. That's it. And people who live their life like that, they understand that when you go sit down, you don't make excuses. You stand 10 toes. It is what it is. Especially when you're doing it for the right reasons. So yeah, people don't like justice systems who commit crimes. Fuck are you talking about?
Some of it, you don't like it. I think they're weirdly making him more relatable to tons of people who feel as though if they were to walk into a courtroom, it would be used against them always. So, whatever.
She's trying to appeal to black people. Once again, attaching criminality to black people. Appealing to people. No.
You perceive this to be, I think, weirdly, it has made him a man of the people in a way that media did not intend to.
100%. I was really going to say just about the same thing. I mean, I think that for groups of people who have been saying for decades and generations that they feel like they're being targeted by the justice system and crying for
groups of people like who? You just keep trying not to say black because you're trying to generalize it to make it seem like white people have historically felt like they was in that category. Just say black people. Just say it. Just say it, bro.
Criminal justice reform and supporting the.
Ask Donald Trump what his criminal justice reform is. What's the criminal justice policy?
The party that actually is weaponizing the criminal justice system. I think they're looking.
This is the same. I can do this all day, so we're going to end this video soon. But this is the same party that's weaponizing the criminal justice system to also hold Hunter Biden accountable for actions while putting him, charging him with crimes himself, right? This is the same This is the same Democratic Party that is weaponizing the justice system to also hold Hunter Biden accountable for his crimes. I just want you to remember that.
At someone like Donald Trump and thinking to themselves, this guy gets it. I'm sure he's literally getting it, and now he probably gets it. And if I were somebody who felt like I was a part of a community that is being targeted by the justice system, I would want to vote for the person who has the justice system weaponized, pointed directly at them, who could potentially then go in there and do something about it and actually make the change.
Yeah,
I just want to, I'm done with this. I'm done with this because this is going to make me mad. I want to say this wholeheartedly. Vote in your interest, whatever that may be. Vote in your interest. If you are black, now is not the time to be the outlier. Now is not the time to, oh, nah, I'm going against the grain. It just isn't. This 2025 project is serious. This Trump thing is serious. All of these things are serious. And to all of the black and brown people who do not think Joe Biden is the guy, I completely understand that. Wholeheartedly. Completely understand that. But I promise you, Trump is definitely not your guy. Look at how they're trying to change the Voting Rights Act. These are Republicans. Look at what the Republicans are doing to abortion rights. Look at how they're trying to silence any type of topic that speaks about black history in a real sense. Do you think with the Trump administration, they're just going to stop saying, like, you have schools going around sending out permission slips to parents so their students could be read a book by a black author? You think that stops in Trump's racist Republican administration? It does not. It does not. And I understand the feeling of Biden not being the guy, but maybe it's just a feeling. I want people to make informed decisions. I said this in my other video. Don't listen to me. You don't have to. I'm nobody. Go do the research. Go look at what he's done. Go look at what that administration has done for HBCUs. Go look at what they're doing. Then I want you to compare that to every time Trump gets on stage and says the same thing over and over and over and over again about the immigrants is this, the immigrants is that. Go look at what his supporters are saying. They're trying to take our country. Who's trying to take your country? No one owns nothing on stolen land. Who is trying to take your country? Who exactly could you be talking about? Donald Trump has said he's going to deport 11 million immigrants when he gets into office. And I want to say this. How do you deport people you don't know is there? And I'll tell you how. You do that by encouraging police forces to take extra force, to violate rights, to go into neighborhoods like militants and go searching for people that they don't know where they are, don't know who they are, don't know where they're at. And in that, they're going to shake up communities, create even bigger distance between these communities and the people who live there. In the same way they say the immigrants is taking resources from black communities, I can guarantee you this. When Trump gets into office and he enforces the police force to go take extra measures in order to do his immigration thing, guess whose communities they will be in? Guess whose communities they will be shaking up? Guess whose rights they will be violating? They're already doing it without his help. Imagine what happens when the person in the highest office in the land says, nah, you're good, everybody gets immunity. With that being said, Akademiks, once again, you disappoint the black community. Once again, you disappoint the black community. You stand for nothing. You have no morals. You don't have principles. And you really don't care. And the only reason why I don't bring up you being Jamaicans, because I know too many Jamaicans. I know they don't stand on that. I know the Jamaicans that I see on a day-to-day basis, that I have communication with, they don't feel like that. So I don't want to make it about you being Jamaican. I really just want to make it about everybody who doesn't have black skin cares. Everybody who has black skin doesn't always care about black people. And with that being said, I'm accountable to the culture, not a fan base. If you don't like what I'm saying, go somewhere else. I'm out.